Here you can see the latest checklist for Algebra 2 as I'm recording right now. So usually we'll have a receive date and a due date with depending upon which day your student is in, the topic, and where we're at within the class. So obviously right now, Unit 1, Quarter 1, we're talking about piecewise and absolute value functions. As I scroll down, just kind of show you these items here, and there's technically going to be a lot of the time 6 of them, um, is what the students are going to be responsible for and graded. And this falls in the category of the minor assignments. So the accumulation of all these checklists will be 30% of the student's overall grade. A lot of these will hopefully have a chance to do in class. So usually, or obviously, the board work is something that we'll do in class where I get the students up at the board, distance, of course, but we're able to kind of show what it is that they learned from the last checklist and just make sure we tie up any loose ends on that situation. I'm going to try as hard as possible on every single checklist to have some sort of application situation. So whether we're looking at graphs and trying to kind of evaluate what's going on with all of those. There'll be some internet activities as well. Edulastic, Kahoot, will be some things that your student definitely will have to do frequently, just for checking on knowledge of understanding. Um, and then at some point, there will always be a piece of information. Here you can see we have something that I'm calling the Next Up Nearpod, and we're moving into another part of the unit. We're going to do an absolute value intro. So this link would lead the student to a location where they would be able to view a slideshow with maybe some videos in there, with myself talking about the next set of notes. And your student is responsible for taking those notes on their own and then hopefully getting to a spot where when they come into class the next time I see them, we can spend some time, usually the first 15 minutes or so, talking about anything from this checklist, specifically that Nearpod, that we can kind of talk. So this right here is our checklist. All of these links should be available to click on, and it is stored for your student and yourself on the classroom page if you ever need to go ahead and check out and see what is due next up for each student.